Good morning. Of course, there's no surprise that in this video we're going to be talking about how to visualize nested loops in a flowchart. As you can see, the pattern has been we study something, some new concept, and then we represent it on a flowchart and we go back and forth. Now, this is activity 8 in lesson 8. I did this activity with you in the last video. I'm going to show you how to represent this in a flowchart. And what you're going to do is that on activity 9, let me open a new tab, you're going to go back to your solution in activity 9 and put that in a flowchart. It could be very different than other people, so make sure you use your solution to activity 9 shown here. Okay? So back to activity 8. So right now I have the flowchart website on half of my screen and my code on the other half. And let me give this more space actually. Here. All right, fine. There. So we can see both at the same time. Now, let me start by putting my start box, my start ellipse, sorry. Let's say start, and let's color it green. And let me put a rectangle in here. Now, the pink blocks on the left are loops, meaning they're not actually going to be represented as a rectangle. So they're not really steps. The only steps I have are move forward, turn left, move forward, turn right. So let me just put that all in there. I'm going to say move forward, and I'm going to connect it over here. Let me copy it and do this multiple times. Okay, so I have move forward, turn left, move forward, turn right, and then in the end I have my end ellipse. And let me give that the color red and connect it right here. So we're actually done with all the steps of our code, but we need to now add in the loops because that's what makes it work, right? And we'll start with the smallest loops. So this block over here and this block over here. Let's start with those. And so this move forward block gets repeated 3 times. So let me add an arrow. And a lot of you have been using this bidirectional arrow or connector. I want you to use just a single directional connector, okay? So let me add this. It starts here, right after the block ends. And it ends, let me actually do this. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to pull this corner down all the way. And then I'm going to end this here. I'm going to pull this corner up all the way. There. Okay? This is a loop. A lot of you were connecting loops to the sides of boxes like that. This doesn't work. Okay? This means that you're just skipping. If I do this, it means I'm skipping the turn left step. So make sure the loop starts in between 2 steps and ends in between 2 steps. Okay? And then we'll put the text. Let's put it here on the outside, and we'll say this is x3, meaning times 3. I'll give it a color orange here. Okay, so we finished that. Turn left is not in any of the small loops. It is in the bigger loop, but it's not in any of the small loops. And then the second move forward has the same exact loop 3 times, so I'm just going to copy this. And it's good to copy just to save some time. And I'll put that on the move forward here. All right, so we have our 2 loops, our 2 smaller loops, that's good. And then we have this giant loop that encompasses everything. And so let me add another directional arrow. Now I'm saying the wrong thing. And it's going to start all the way down here at the very end. And let me pull this corner like that. And it's going to end over here. So before, you'll see here, I ended it before the start of this loop, which means this. And let me put the text first. So copy this, put it here, and make sure it is 2. Okay, so we're repeating this whole thing 2 times. Now let's go through the process and look at what this means. So I start in the start box, move down to this arrow, and it says move forward. Okay, so I move forward. Then as I'm going to the next step, I see there's a loop, and I go and repeat this 3 times. So I move forward 3 times. Then next thing, I go to the turn left. So I turn left, and I continue. There's nothing wrong right now. I move forward. And then as I'm going to the turn right, I notice that there's another break. And so I see there's a loop here, and I repeat this 3 times. So I move forward 3 times. And then I turn right. Now, before I get to the end, I notice there's a break in the loop, which means I have to do this again twice, right? So I'm doing all of this twice, but I'm doing each one of the small ones, the small move forward 3 times. And then once I'm done, I get to the end. Okay? So this is how neat it should look. When you export your files, please make sure to, actually let's change it. I said export as PDF first. Please export as JPEG. This actually makes it a lot neater. It doesn't break it up into pages, and I think the results look a lot more organized. So let's use this from now on. And that's it. If you have any questions, please make sure to schedule tutoring or email me. Otherwise, good luck. And remember, you're not going to be making the flowchart for activity 8. You're actually going to be making it for activity 9. So please make sure you see that in the instructions. All right. Bye.